So, Clinton Vidal with Vallejo, Shakespeare in the Park. You've directed 4 pieces with us: um, Lear, Macbeth, Midsummer Night's Dream, and Henry V.
Yes.
And give us some of your philosophies on acting technique.
Well, since this is a film training seminar, I have some experience, not a lot, mostly stage. But as far as I'm concerned, there's 2 different techniques involved with film acting versus stage acting. With stage acting, you have to project what you're doing to somebody who may be sitting 50, 60, 70 feet or more away. With the camera can zoom in really, really close, so you don't have to be as big. The first industrial that I worked on, the director kept telling me to quiet, 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 because I was used to projecting my voice, so getting from the diaphragm and shooting it out there, and it was like, no, quiet, quiet. So finally, I don't know if this microphone will pick it up, but I ended up talking like this, basically, as if the person was right here. And it was very, very strange. I perspired heavily. But over the years, and thinking about it, and a couple of other things that I've done for the camera versus the stage, I find that the homework the actor does is the same. The same script analysis. You've got to go through the script and you've got to figure out what it is your character wants at any given moment, what your character is doing to get it, and what your character is doing. That's what you have to do. You do that with a film script. You do that with a stage script. It's all in the title, the actor to act, right? It implies doing something. So that's what you're doing. For the camera and the actor, stillness is your friend. If you start watching critically, television, movies, you watch what the actors are doing, you'll see that their heads aren't moving very much. It's mostly eyes, right? If I'm gonna turn this way, my eyes go first, right? It's like, and my head goes just about that far. So you watch the line of my chin right here. If I was on stage, I would go like that. Hey, you're over there. For the camera, I'm gonna go, hey, you're over there, right? Because usually the framing is right here. And on a big, huge screen where my head is like 10 feet high, the camera picks up everything. The other thing, the camera is not interested in what you're going to show. You don't want to show it what you're doing, right? I can show you that I'm listening, right? I can go, I can show you that I'm listening. I'm not really listening. I'm indicating to you that I'm listening. I am acting like I'm listening. The stage, I can get away with that to some degree, but the camera's ruthless. It's going to see through that. The camera is real good at seeing your internal thoughts. So that's why your script analysis is key, and your laying out your emotional map is key. What you are doing, all of that is key. Where are you looking? What are you doing? What do you want? That's all that internal stuff is going to come out. On a film set, the microphones are very sensitive, and you can basically talk like this. You can talk like this, and with that, without having to crank it out there, I have the full range. I can go low, I can go high, I can pause, I can do all that stuff that I couldn't do on the stage because I've got to punch it out there. So for film, keep it simple. Simplicity is best, and keep it real. It's not like I'm acting, talking to this other person. I'm having a conversation with this other person. The camera is more, we're doing it for real. The stage is more, we're doing it for real. We're recreating the realness on the stage, but there's some other things that I have to do to project it out there. I've got to have my voice. I've got to shoot my voice out there. One of the toughest things to do on the stage if you're in a 500-seat house is whisper. How do you whisper? How do you convey that you're whispering to the other character and have the person who's sitting up in the nosebleed seats in the 3rd tier, last row, so they can hear what you're doing, right? That takes a skill. That's a different skill set than what the camera will need. So for stage, yes, I am recreating behavior because that's what actors do. I have 2 things that the audience or the person watching can rely upon. They can see what I'm doing and they can hear what I'm saying. They can't read what I'm thinking. They can't smell me, hopefully. They can't touch me because they're too far away. So I have to convey on the stage with what I'm doing and how I'm saying it. And I get to that point. I don't, when I'm analyzing it, I don't attack it from the standpoint of how. Ooh, how am I going to do this? How? That's going to lead me down the wrong path. What I decide is, I look at the script, because that's my guide, and I figure out, I analyze it, what I'm saying here. My line is, give me the money. Okay. I also have the given circumstances that the author of the script has provided. All of the stage directions and all of that. I have all of that. Armed with that, now I take my line, give me the money, and I figure out my character, based on the circumstances of this imaginary script that I'm conveying right now, that my character really needs this money because he's very, very hungry and he wants to eat. So I can, using that, I want the money. So what is my motivation? To get the money from the person that I'm talking to. Okay, good. Now, armed with that, let's play the scene. Right? We play the scene, and when I get to that line, I've already thought through what my motivation is, and I'm going to say that line in a way that is going to make this other person give me the money. Now, I may or may not be successful, right? Because I'm taking this one line at a time. So at the point I'm saying this line, I'm going to say this line, give me the money, in such a way that it's going to make you give it to me. And I'm going to have all of my attention and all of my body, all of my physicality. I won't have to worry about that because I focused on getting the money from you. Think of it this way. If you're sitting in a room and the wall suddenly burst into flame, you're going to get up and you're going to run out. You're just going to do it because your intention is to get out of that room. You're not going to think about how to do it. You're not going to stop and go, oh gee, guess I better run. I'll shift my weight and I'll throw my weight forward and I'll swing my arms and I'll just run out of here. You're not going to do that. You're just going to do it. Similar approach here. Keep it simple. What do I want? I want the money. So I'm going to say it in a way that's going to make the person give it to me. Then in the next moment, I'll find out if I'm successful or not. And then the script will tell me what the next thing is. So the other character says, I don't have any money to give you. Okay, so what did I want? I wanted the money from the character. What's my obstacle? He says he doesn't have any money. Well, and I work my way through the script that way. Moment by moment, motivation by motivation. I may be successful or I may not. The script will tell me. So that's the analysis part of it. So for the stage, I've got my scene partner and we're on the stage and I work out my blocking and I decide, okay, I'm going to point my finger in his chest or I'm going to grab him, I'm going to do whatever my tactics are to do that. For film, it's going to be a little bit different because the camera's going to be right there. Stillness, simplicity. Right? So for the stage, I might go, give me the money, point my hands. For the camera, it might simply be, give me the money. And I let the microphone and the camera do the work, right? It's going to be close. I don't know if this is going to pick that up, but that's the deal. So if it's a first time on a movie set with an experienced director, don't get upset if they keep saying, let's try it again. And not so much. Simplify. That's what they're talking about. The camera is going to make this movement seem like this movement because you're right upon it. I think that's all I have to say about this for right now. I hope that's helpful. Break a leg.